For those that remember my video where I was saying they're going to start on the fence, they're started on it. They're working pretty good on it. They've done a lot of work to it, but they got a lot more to do still. What's up, guys? Silas back again today. I finally made it. I made it out here to this cleanup job. I've already had people calling me all morning, chewing me out for not being open. All I am to them is a checkbook, but that's okay. They'll get over it. I'm out here. I want to get these old cars and old trucks, start processing them, and get some work done finally. I think I'm just going to start right here at the end and work my way through them and mark them as I get them ready with an X. That way I know they're ready to crush. And that way I can just bring the loader in here and I can stack all these cars up out of the way and put the crusher right over here somewhere and then get them all smashed. There's a bunch of them. They go all the way back up in there. So the type of stuff I'm looking for is like the nose of this car here. It's not perfect, it's missing the headlights, it's missing one of those little vents, but it's still a decent nose. It'll be easy to cut off there, so I'll chop that off. This truck here has got a few pieces. It's got this gauge panel in it, got the Studebaker logo here. Chop those out, then the rest of it's ready to go. Just that type of stuff. So we'll just kind of go through here and cut some of this stuff up. First though, I gotta hook up the torch. And there we go. That was pretty easy. Just drop that fender off of it. Cut that off right there. Didn't take me long at all. Now I got a pretty nice little nose there. I don't know what that one's worth. It's probably worth a couple $100 like that. So that's pretty good money right there for as little work as it was. I got that nose and I got two doors. Doors are rusted out, but for wall art that doesn't matter. They've got good color to them still. So I think those will sell. I don't know if these hoods are worth saving or not. They're pretty rusty. I'll think about it more later. Right now I'm cutting the back of this cab off. Got the floor cut. I got the cab mount bolts cut. I got to cut the roof now. I was going to cut it with the torch, but I'm glad I looked. Somebody put a wood paneling headliner in this. That would have made a nice fire. So I got to rip that out of there first. And I got just a little bit of cutting left to do down here. But cutting through that rust with the torch sometimes is kind of hard, so I may just get the Sawzall out. Go ahead and finish this one up with the Sawzall. Cut the roof with the Sawzall too, so I don't have to worry about fire on that headliner. Got it cut right off there. Sawzall just fell. I didn't do a perfectly straight cut, but for what it's going to be, I did okay. They're going to trim it up a little bit more anyway, so they can actually get it out, the chalk line and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting it down here, then hopefully it'll pop off of those. I guess we'll find out here in a second. And there it is. Got it cut off. It's got pretty good color to it. It's a little bit different shades, being sun faded, you know. But I think somebody will take that and do something with it. And so once I get them ready, I'm going to go ahead and mark them with an X. This in here, all I saved off of it was the Studebaker emblem. I looked up the instrument cluster, and in good condition, those only bring about 50 bucks. And that one's in really rough condition. I may go ahead and save those red lights off of it. Right there, those two red lights. Those are kind of neat for rat rods and stuff because they're glass. You can wire them into whatever you want to put them in. So I'll probably go ahead and see if I can get those out of it real quick. But other than that, it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it with an X. This in here's ready to crush. Put an X up on top of it. And this one's ready to crush. This one here has this lark emblem on the back of it. That's all that's left on it. I'm going to see if it'll cooperate. If not, it'll stay on there. I'm going to go ahead and mark it to crush. Now this one here, this is a little Nash station wagon. The car's just junk. It's stripped out. There's nothing good left on it. But it does have a nice bumper guard on the back of it. And that would work on a rat rod or something like that. A little tag protector. It says Nash on it, but it's in small letters. You can cover that up. Now I want to save that, but I can't get the torch underneath it to get that off of there. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to spray paint on the roof of it a bumper guard. That way I remember to pull that off there. Once I have the loader here, I can lift it up in the air and cut it off. There, I marked it like that. I just abbreviated it. I don't know what that means. That'll remind me so I can get that cut off of there. Now this truck here, it's ready to crush. There ain't nothing good left on it. Nothing cool left on it. The cab's been cut up already. But in the back of it, kind of the jackpot. There's two noses, and it looks like a quarter panel, maybe 2 or 3 quarter panels in here. Now the quarter panels, I don't care about quarter panels, but if they have good look to them, I'll save them for wall hangers. Alright, got it cleaned out of there. Got this old cruiser quarter panel. That's got a pretty good look to it. I wish it wasn't brown. That kind of hurts it, but it does still have good look to it. I got that, and this must be the nose off the same car. It's the same color. It's missing one headlight. That's not a big deal. And I got that other one up there. It's a little beat in, but it's still a good nose. It's mostly there. It's another good piece. This car here, I'm not sure what it is. It's a Studebaker Champion. I'm not sure if there's anything worth saving on this car. It's pretty cut up. If it didn't have that spot butchered out of the door, I'd save the side off of it for a wall hanger, but that big ugly butchered spot, that kind of ruins that. The nose is already cut apart. It's missing the driver's door, so I can't save this side. Don't really see anything inside it worth saving. So it's probably ready to crush. Once again, it has instrument cluster in it, speedometer and gauges and whatnot, but I just don't know that they're worth anything. I may, if I get rambunctious, I may go ahead and cut a hole in the firewall right here so I can reach in there and get those out of there. But it's one of those deals, if I can't hire anybody to help me over here, I'm not even going to worry about it. So I won't mark this car yet. I'll wait on it. This pile here, it's got a bunch of old doors in it, truck doors. I got to go through those and look at them. Oh, there's the other quarter panel for that cruiser. So that's cool. Yeah, I'll save those. That hood there has some good color to it, so I may hang on to it. So I'll just go through that later. That stuff's already off. I'm going to go ahead and keep going through these vehicles, making sure they're ready to crush, marking them as I go. This one here, that's got instrument cluster in it, so we'll go over there and look and see how nice it is. Yeah, now that I get closer, it's just solid rust. They're not hard to pull. Yeah, it's already missing a bunch of parts off the back of it. So yeah, this one's ready to crush. Next up, we got this truck. This has got a really ugly color to it. It's white and rust. Some people might like it. I don't really like it. It's got one door on it. Sometimes single doors are kind of hard to sell. I'll wait on it. We'll see. I'll decide later. This one here looks pretty stripped out. The door's already butchered up, but it does have a really good color to it. So that cab back. That might be worth saving. So we may hang on to that. So I won't mark it yet. What I'm going to kind of do is just kind of go through here and get the ones that are for sure junk ready. Like this one here. It doesn't have good color. It's already chopped up. It's ready to go. Oh, I just now noticed it has a grill in it. Of course. Should have looked a little bit more careful. That in there, I don't know if it's worth saving the fenders with the grill. It might. Both headlights are in it, so yeah, I'll probably go ahead and just chop that whole nose off real quick. I'll drive the truck around a little bit closer and get it next. This truck here, there ain't nothing left of this thing. So we'll mark it. That cab back has good color to it, but it's not really the style people like to buy. They like to buy the round style. Like this truck here, it's got a nose laying in the back of it that looks pretty well complete, so I'll have to drag that out and save that. The truck itself has a good cab back on it. That'll sell. It's got one good door on it. So yeah, that's got some good pieces. We won't mark it. Another one of these. This one has a radiator in it, so I need to get that out of there. That I can just rip out with the loader. So I'll just mark an X and an R on it. That way I can remember radiator. Anything left of this pickup? See, this one has a good looking nose in it, but it's laying on its side, so I kind of need to roll it down in order to get that off of there. The mosquitoes out here are horrible. This one's ready. This truck here kind of has good color to it. It's got decent door. I don't know if the cab back's worth saving. It's kind of ugly. People like patina, but they don't like primer patina, and that has a lot of primer on it. But it does have a matching pair of doors on it that are halfway decent. I don't know if they're worth saving or not, but I guess we'll look at it more later. Here's one here. It's got this nose laying in the bed of it. It's missing the grill, but it does have a good look to it. A guy could put a picture or something in that. So I guess I'll go ahead and pull that out. But the rest of this is ready to crush. This one here, I don't really like that cab back. It's probably not going to bother saving it. I might. We'll decide later. I already marked it to go. This in here must be what that nose came off of. Clear full of engines. That's a heavy one. It's got a funky little Bendix Stromberg WW carburetor on it. That might be worth saving. I don't have the tools for that today though. But the rest of this I think is pretty well ready to crush. Yeah, I don't see anything good on it, so we'll go ahead and mark it. This one here, I think it's ready to crush. I don't see anything good left on it that's worth saving. It's all butchered up, so we'll mark it. There's a good door. It's already off, so we'll save it. Studebaker Commander. Does kind of have a good trunk on it still, so I don't know if trunks are still selling or not. They haven't been in the past, but those are a lot of work to cut off, so if they're not selling, they're not really worth saving. So I may change my mind on that one, but for now I'm going to mark it to crush. That one has a good nose on it. I'll save that for sure. This one here looks like it's got a grill laying inside it. We'll pull that out. But other than that, it's junker. This one has a grill in it that will fit in that other nose we already pulled. So yeah, we'll for sure save just that grill section. The rest of it's already been cut up a little bit. But if I can get that grill out of there, I'll just cut it for now. It has a radiator in it as well, so I need to make sure I mark R on it. Just do that now while I'm thinking of it. Other than that, I think this one's pretty well ready to go. Don't see anything else good in it. There's another radiator in this chassis here. Here's another truck laying on its side. I'm not even bother marking that chassis. It's a waste of paint. I know it goes. This has got a neat tag on it. I probably ought to pop that off. This one here has a good nose. Here's just a bed laying here on the ground. It's junk. Mark it. This one here, the cab's already been cut out, so we'll mark it. This in here, the cab's been cut out already. That's a really popular section that rusts out a lot on these trucks. So they're almost all gone out here because this has been a Studebaker salvage yard forever. But it's ready. And that looks like about it. The rest is just random scrap laying on the ground. There's a few good doors. There's a door there. That's got good color to it. We'll save that. Here's a quarter panel. I don't know if it's anything at all or not. Yeah, see that? That's just not really that interesting. It does have the gas filler door, so it is the good side, but it doesn't have good color, doesn't have good patina. It's probably not worth saving. So I had a good idea. I cut the nose off this truck, and there was no hood on it, and it looked okay without the hood. But I figured, man, that would look a lot better with the hood. Well, this white one down here had a rusty hood on it, and it was already lined up for it, so I knew exactly where I needed to cut it and everything. So I just went ahead and knocked it off there real quick and stuck it on there. It doesn't match perfectly, but I mean, for what I'm doing, that'll work good enough. So that takes that from being a $200 nose to probably being a $300 nose, and I used a hood that was worthless for anything else to do it. So that was well worth the extra time to cut that hood. I got that front clip that was in the bed of this truck drug out. Pretty good looking front clip. It's off of International, probably about a 54, 5, somewhere in there. I got the International nose cut off. I forgot to film it before I stuck it in the truck, but it's a pretty good looking one. And then I got another Studebaker nose cut off, stuck it in there, and then I cut another piece of a hood off to go on top of it. It doesn't quite match once again, but it looks better than not having it at all. So I think pretty well this whole row is ready except for that one that's on its side. I'm going to have to roll it down with the loader in order to get the nose cut off of it. But all these are done. I got these doors laying over here still. I'm running out of room on the truck. I didn't bring my trailer today. I might bring it tomorrow. But I got those cut off, ready to go. So that truck's ready to smash. This one here, I got to cut the nose off of it. I'll save the whole nose on this one. I believe there's one of these trucks down here that I already processed that has a good headlight bucket on this side in it. So I need to make sure I can try to find that so it'll stick in there, fill that hole in. And then this truck here, I just need to pull that grill out of it. I think most of these are ready to go. So I think we have about 2 rows of cars ready to go. I'm not sure how many cars that is. I think that's about 35, maybe 40 cars altogether that are ready to go now, except for obviously this truck over here. Got to get it done yet. I thought about saving the cab back off of this one and that one over there, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I've already got 2 cut off. I don't think I need any more, especially if they don't have good color to them. This one here I might save, unless this is the one that was cut out. No, this one's not cut out yet. So yeah, I'll probably save this cab back. It's got good color to it yet. There's just a plain grill I didn't notice earlier in this one, so I'll pull that off this frame. But this cab back over here, it's probably my favorite one of the cab back so far. I just like the color scheme to it. That looks pretty good. So that in there ought to sell pretty good. That's probably a $150 piece. And then that door over there, I wish there was both doors, but there was only one door on this truck. The other door was long gone, so who knows where it went. It could be in one of these piles that's laying around over here. I kind of doubt it, but if it is, we'll save it. Yeah, perfect, right there. There's the headlight bucket I need. My truck's getting pretty full. I think I have enough room for a couple more noses in there, and then I'm going to head back to the yard. That headlight bucket came right out of the other one. Screws came right out. Now the clips that hold the screws in are gone on this fender, so I can't put it back on here, but I just popped it in the hole for now. That way it's with this nose, and a guy can tack weld it from the back or something like that later on. Just kind of did a quick walkthrough of all these cars over here, and there's a few good noses I'll probably save. Like that red car has a nose that's complete on it. It's missing the headlight rings. I believe that burgundy one beside it does as well. A lot of these cars, like this in here, that's got a really good side profile to it that would make a good hanger if a guy was just to cut the side off of it. So I don't know, we'll kind of save that one towards last. Ones like that one, and maybe even that one there. This car here, I'm going to cut the nose so the side will be ruined so I can crush it after that. And then ones like that, that's just stripped out junk there. That's ready for the crusher. This one here, I'm contemplating on saving it for the trunk. This one here, I'll probably just go ahead and crush it. Not much left of it. So just kind of looking through here, I don't see a whole lot on these. I think this truck here has a grill in it. I believe the rest of it's pretty stripped out. Yeah, so, and even that grill's pretty rough, but I'll still save it. I mean, it's probably a $50 piece. So yeah, we're making progress. That cab over there has really good color to it, so we'll save the back off of it and the doors. And I'll look at the other ones later. But I think I'm about done for the day. Oh, here's another nose. That nose is worth saving. That hood's all cut apart though, so what I'll probably do is, what did I just see? Yeah, that truck over there. Cut the nose off of it to keep with that nose. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head out for the day. It's getting pretty hot out again. It was supposed to cool down this week, and that didn't happen. So it is what it is. I got work to do. Don't have time to sit around and be miserable. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and cut one more nose off real quick. I forget which one it was I was gonna grab. Where is it at? So one of these over here. Oh, it was that bare frame that's down there. Oh, there it is right there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that grill off of that one while I'm here. That way I don't have to drive down this road over here again. Everything down that road is done. I got the grill cut out. Went ahead and popped the radiator out as well. So that's a pretty cool piece. Just the grill by itself is kind of unique. And then I was on a roll. I had the torch out in my hand, so I figured why not? I'll just go ahead and cut this one off on its side. It's a little bit more difficult than what I wanted it to be, but I got it off there. So I roll it over. Pretty cool. Got the hood cut off. I did not cut that straight, but that's okay. They can trim it up later. Sometimes it's hard to cut straight when you're cutting at a weird angle. There we go. I got the hood on it. That's a pretty cool piece. It's missing the headlight buckets, but that's okay. Somebody can stick something in there. And that's all for this one. Got it all loaded up, got it strapped down. I'm shocked how many copper radiators there are still out here. I figured all that stuff would be long gone. Evidently they don't really have a theft problem over here. Some of these were just laying in vehicles. I got it loaded up. There's a bunch of good wall art in there. Especially once I put a few pieces of it together, like that gray piece there. Once I get the grill out of that other truck over there and put in that, that'll make that a lot better. But altogether, there's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500 to $2,000 worth of stuff in the back of my truck. And then I got that over there. So yeah, counting those pieces over there that I cut off that I don't have room for, there's definitely at least $2,000 worth of stuff that we cut off today. So not bad considering I didn't even start until it was probably 11:30 or so. I got a really late start today. I had some other stuff to take care of. So not a bad day. I still have to take it home and unload it, and then I have to load it back on the trailer once I sell it, advertise it, all that type of stuff. So I mean, when it's all said and done, I'll have probably 10 hours invested, 8 to 10 hours invested in that. But that's not bad wages. I'll work for that. I still have all those cars back there that go all the way down to go through. There's a few good pieces, like there's a nose on that wagon right there. We'll save that. And there's probably a few other pieces in there. A lot of those cars are pretty stripped out and ready to crush though. I think there's an old four-door back there in the trees rolled over on its side. It's pretty well complete. It's just super rusty, and I'll probably keep it just for yard art back at my place. But we'll kind of go through there and piece it out one day at a time. I'll probably make 3, 4, maybe 5 videos out of this cleanup out here. So be sure to stay tuned. You never know what'll come up next. I'm running a little bit late on time, so I'm not going to have time to unload the truck tonight. I'll just come out here early in the morning and get it done. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all these big sheets of tin. I got this stack of them here, and I'm going to fill this area in. I've got enough of them out now to unload my truck at least, and then some more, but eventually I'll just fill this whole area in with tin. Then I can take all those pieces I'm saving, and I can line them up and lean them against the trailer and whatnot over here. That way I have room to walk in here, and I don't have to deal with the weeds and that sort of stuff growing up around them. That way I can advertise them, get them sold, and make a little money. This is the first time I've looked at myself today. Looks like it got pretty dirty. All that smoke and soot and everything else coming off those cars as I was cutting them. There's always that rubber and that protectant coating they put on there. That sort of stuff catches on fire and it burns a little bit. Black smoke gets all over you. But that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, stay tuned. I got a bunch more videos of this cleanup. I'm going to stay here from beginning to end and record everything that goes on. and I don't know how long it's going to take me, but however long it is, I'll record. I may not record every single day, but I may put 2 or 3 days together. We'll just kind of play it by ear. So I'm going to let y'all go now so I can head home, but remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.